Hey, what's up? It's me, Rabbitearsblog, and welcome to tonight's stream. So tonight's game that we'll be playing is some Cookie Companions. Now, with this game, I actually was playing this game before, like the last few weeks ago, or a few weeks ago I was playing this game, and I got through at least 2 hours of it. But when my laptop broke down, I wasn't able to recover the first half of the game, so I decided to go ahead and start over with this game. Hey sis, hey Mr. Gen Gamer, how you doing tonight? Glad to see you out here tonight. So with Cookie Companions, I have decided to kind of start all over again with this game because I meant to put the first part of the game on my VODS channel, but because when my laptop shut down or when my laptop broke down, I wasn't able to get those files. So yeah, I'm gonna have to start all over again, but that's okay because I wanted to play this game from the beginning anyway. So let's go ahead and start with some Cookie Companions. Boop! Here I am. So how's everybody's night so far? Did you guys have a good night so far? I had a pretty good night, not much happened. Let's see, make sure. Yeah, I don't want to be too loud. Doing pretty well, thanks for asking. Oh, that's great to hear, Mr. Gen Gamer. Glad you're doing pretty well. See. But yeah, I kind of had to start all over again with this game since I lost the files to the first part. But it's great because I wanted to play this game anyway. I wanted to start from the beginning. That walk was brutal, but the cabin is amazing. Full kitchen, running water. It really has everything. Finally, a place I can read a good book in peace. I can't wait to... Chew! I'm sorry, everyone. It must be the dust. Get those allergies under control, Mariah. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure with a little elbow grease, we can make this cabin shine. Let me see if I can, make the volume a little louder. Let me see. Here we go. Yeah, I just want to turn it up a little bit. There we go. There we go. Back to game. So, are you voluntary to clean, Gregor? No. Not many supplies here. Guess we'll have to go out and get what we need. There's a fireplace for making stew, so let's gather up some firewood, okay? Leave that to me, little guy. I'll tidy up around the cabin. Need to save Mariah from dying due to this dust. Hey! Allergies are nothing to joke about, Karen. He's not dead yet, Pipsqueak. Calm down. Thanks, Anatoly. I think I'll go foraging outside. With over 450 mosses, 900 fungi, and 70 slime molds, there's bound to be treasure up here. Roughing it is fun. Anatoly knows so much about edible foods. We're in good hands. Or are we now? I think the slime molds will be the most delicious. Most certainly not. What about the fungi? Do you even know which ones are poisonous? I can figure that out. You could be the canary in the coal mine, Anatoly. I'm not ending up a corpse here. Eek. Keep both eyes open, little guy. Plenty of wolves and brown bears around. They won't be a problem. I read up on 10 different techniques to incapacitate them. Number 1 is... Anatoly! Oh yeah, sorry, Mariah. Got carried away again. I'll help Anatoly look for food. I'm definitely better at warding off wild animals. If we come up empty-handed, we can always eat some of the food we brought. You mean the emergency rations? Bad idea, chump. Yeah, pretty much a bad idea, wouldn't it? Hey, Anatoly and Mariah are getting the food. Gregor is gathering the firewood. That makes you our designated chef? Everyone's looking at you expectantly. You nod. Very excited to try your cooking. Alright, everyone. Let's go to work while there's still sunlight. Later. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor. The 3 exit the cabin, leaving you and Karen alone. I think Anatoly put the supplies in the kitchen. Thanks for helping out with the cookie. Tutorial. To save the game, right-click or hit the escape button on your keyboard to pull up the menu. Okay, right here. Save game. Save it here since, yeah, I'm redoing this game. From the very beginning. This menu will also allow you to adjust volume levels or exit to the title screen to view unlockables. Oh yeah, I can do that, can't I? Please note, going back to the main menu or exiting the game without saving will remove progress you made. Be sure to save. Oh, I will. Do you have any experience making meals? Let's see, of course. Probably not, I'm extremely lazy. Say nothing, of course. Is that so? Looking at you, I think you'd be good at serving up food poisoning. Right? It looks like Karen will remember that. Anyways, going to check out the living room. Let's talk later. Karen heads to the living room and starts looking at the books. You decide to look around the kitchen to find ingredients for the meal tonight. Tutorial, you never know what you'll find around the cabin. Clues and secrets may be revealed by searching an area more than once. Why not give it a try? What area do you want to search first? The cupboards, behind the woodpile, or the drawers? Which one should I choose, you guys? Should I choose the drawers, behind the woodpile, or the cupboards? Let's see. Let's try the cupboards. The first few cupboards are empty. Anatoly must have put the supplies somewhere else. The woodpile? There's nothing but cobwebs back there. Thankfully, no spiders. Yeah, that's good. The drawers. You check the drawers on the left. Just some dirty knives. What? Where am I supposed to look then? I looked everywhere. You check the cupboards again. Just some mouse turds and cobwebs. Okay. Woodpile? You look at the wood logs closer. This is just a pile of Norway spruce. The drawers then. You check the drawer above the mouse hole. Some kind of mold is growing in this one. Maybe Karen will find it appetizing? Oh my god! Like, how many times I have to do this? I don't remember doing it this many times before. You check the cupboard under the sink. You found a dead mouse. Oh god. This would be a great gift to give to Karen. You added the dead mouse to your inventory. Wow. The Norway spruce won't burn as well as oak logs. These would be useless during a snowstorm. The drawers. You check the drawer above the woodpile. Something's making it difficult to open. Huh. You pull it open with all your might. Ah, there we go.
Whee! Cabbage!
It's time! Chompette, sound off!
Onion!
Never feel onions here. Like my cousin Cornbread says, I'll rise to the occasion.
Raspberry!
Always marry raspberry. Potato. Cabbage stuffed me into this drawer. Oh god. I'm pretty sure this counts as kidnapping. We're the Chompettes. It's like if you hear everything potatoes say, it's like it's giving you a hint about what's really going on. Why talk with those boring humans? All they have to give you is drama. Come chat with us instead. We'll share valuable recipes you could cook. We'll share with you our secret Chompette recipes. Collect them all to become a 5-star chef. The tutorial. You can find unlocked recipes in the main menu under Extra, but be sure to save the game. To celebrate, here's your first recipe card.
Cabbage!
Roasted eggplant with sesame and pomegranate, meat-free. You unlock your first recipe.
Oh, yeah.
If you ever want to talk, just come to the drawer. Chompets? Let's move out. Cabbage rudely slams the drawer closed. Rudely. You wonder if what you just saw was real. Yeah, I wonder if it's a hallucination I was seeing. You're slightly worried about what this means for your mental state. But only slightly. Hey, did you find the supplies? You shake your head. Anna totally lied. He actually put them in the bedroom. Idiot. Here you go. You get the emergency supplies. Karen leaves you alone. You start a fire with some of the wood and get to work on cooking dinner. Tonight's entree, vegetable stew. In a large saucepan over medium heat, you heat some water with potatoes, carrots, and celery in it. 15 minutes later, you drain the pan and set the vegetables aside. Placing some butter in the saucepan, you melt it over medium heat. Throw in some chopped onions in. You cook it for about 10 minutes. The onions are tender and translucent. Perfect. You next mix in some flour, salt, pepper, and heavy cream into the saucepan, adding the vegetables to the mixture. Hours pass. Right, we're back. More firewood than you ever need. We found some wild sorrel. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a bigger bounty. Anatoly's burying the lead. We saw a red deer. Mariah spotted it. It's like, yeah, that's great. Anyways, killed 17 spiders today while you were out looking at deer. Yeah. That should come as no surprise. There's over 160 species of spiders here. 160? Don't worry, Mariah. I'm sure they were all in the bathroom or something. No. Almost all of them were near the couch. Yeah. I was going to sleep on the couch. No, that's where 16 of them were. I'm not sleeping on that couch then. Oops, didn't mean to do that. And there's only 2 beds in the bedroom. No sweat, Mariah, I can sleep anywhere, so I used a rocking chair. Just in case any of them swarmed the couch, I'll sleep with one eye open. Thanks, Gregor. Karen and Anatoly, you two take the bedroom. But thanks, big guy. Joke's on you, Gregor. I always plan on taking one of the beds. Hey, Anatoly, I snore louder than a lumber yard. Yeah. Sweet dreams, chump. You turn back to your bubbling vegetable stew and try a bite. That looks tasty. This tastes pretty good. It looks pretty good. You cook vegetable stew. You set the table and ask everyone to dig in. Oh wow, this smells delicious. Thank you. You must be a world-class chef. Karen takes a bite. What? What'd I do wrong? It's bland as heck. Karen! Tastes like every other vegetable stew, so generic. Could probably use some meat next time. Gross! For a side dish, we could bake some bread and utilize the Fragera fresca, commonly known as strawberries, for some jam. Yeah, just say strawberry. Okay. I don't know what that meant, but I know what strawberries mean. Nobody cares, Pipsqueak. Everyone laughs at Karen's polite ribbing. That's polite. Nothing makes you happier than cooking a great meal for friends. This could very well be the best day you've ever had. You go to bed stuffed. Is this day 1? It reminds me of that game Pumpkin Eater when they had like day 1, day 2, day 3. Hey, you up? How'd you sleep? I was so warm last night I didn't even need a blanket. No. What time is it? About 1 hour till dawn. Will you two quiet down? I'm trying to sleep over here. Gregor, the birds outside aren't making much noise yet. We didn't bring many supplies, remember? Better to get a head start on gathering food. It's too early for this. Gregor, did you see any spiders last night? There was a small one in the bathroom. Actually, I did see a centipede by the sink. Oh god, I hate centipedes. Well, I hate roaches more, but still. Mariah turns a little pale. Karen's messy with you, Mariah. Let's find more than wild sorrel today. God! If you're lucky, little guy, maybe I'll teach you how to catch some wild brown trout. What's with you and meat, big guy? Anatoly's herbalism book stated that there's many more species of plants to eat out here. Let's leave the fish alone. You know, I'm not into meat. That's a shame. I wake up early to go fishy. Cheer up, Karen. We'll get to observe the trout at the very least. Maybe we'll see more red deer today. I don't know. I would love to have meat though. That's just me. I love meat. Anyway, that sounds like a waste of time, Gregor. Maybe we'll find some blackthorn berries. I love blackthorn berries. It's like, I want meat. We'll be back later. Can you watch our stuff today? You nod. Thank you. Thanks. Don't steal anything, okay? You nod. Mariah, Anatoly, Gregor, and Karen leave the cabin with a skip to the step. You're alone, but thankfully you have a drawer of chompettes to keep you company. Really, I knew I want to be with the chompettes. Each day you'll be asked to explore a different part of the cabin. You only get one choice, then the day will end. Choose wisely. What do you want to check out today? Gonna drink some water real quick? So, you want to talk with the chompettes, check out the bedroom, look around the bathroom, or go into the basement? Let's talk with the chompettes. See what they have to say.
Hello!
Your heart almost stopped.
Yes, manana.
The other chompettes are somewhere in the basement. Oh, really? So it's just us today? How about some fun cabbage facts? What? You shake your head.
Yeah!
Great!
Cabbage.
Cabbage has 24 calories and 100 grams, and it's a great source of vitamins K and C. I told you I didn't want to hear about it. Purple cabbage has even more vitamin C than green cabbage. Globally, Russia eats the most cabbage. Pretty cool, right? I should have been a scholar instead of a world-class comedian. Since you've been so patient today, I would give you the chompette secret recipe for Lebanese-style tabbouleh. Not a normal meal, but I think you'll enjoy it. You're not sure. Tutorial. To check out the recipe, go to the main menu on the gallery. Be sure to save beforehand. Alright. Oh, I forgot to save. Let me go and save real quick. Right here. Yes. There we go. Oh, let's see. Oh, okay, you gotta go to the title screen to see the recipes. We'll do that later.
Oh, yeah.
Well, my work here is done. Chompettes? Mosey out. Can you close the drawer on me? I want to surprise the others later. You shut the drawer as per her request. You look over the supplies and begin planning your next meal. We're back. Knock it off, Mariah. It's pretty rare to be scared of one. It's not! What? What were you scared of? Who knew the big guy would be so scared of it? Scared of what? Shut up! You don't understand! I don't think anyone understands, Gregor. It was just a marmot, Gregor, not a monster. Oh, a marmot? Mariah laughed so hard that your ears rang. Tears are rolling down Mariah's cheeks. That was weird. She's laughing so hard that she's about to hyperventilate. Stop her from hyperventilating? Absolutely not. One less mouth to feed, right? You don't get it. It's pretty personal. Now please explain, big guy. Gregor looks incredibly uncomfortable. Let's leave him alone. We found some raspberries and elderberries near the cabin. Quite the selection of species here. We also found more wild sorrel. Is this going to be enough for a good meal? Everyone's looking at you for an answer. You decide to do an inventory of all available ingredients. It takes you a while, but you decide on your specialty, cabbage rolls. You first bring a large part of water to a boil. You let the cabbage leaves boil for 2 minutes, draining the pot into the sink. In a medium mixing bowl, you combine some cooked rice, onion, and egg, salt, and pepper, along with some tomato sauce. You use your hands to mix thoroughly, and decide to wash your hands after it won't come off. Divide the rice mixture evenly between the cabbage leaves. You then roll them up and tie a string around them so they stay in one piece. You place the cabbage rolls in a large skillet over medium heat, pouring the rest of the tomato mixture over the top. Covering it, you bring it to a boil. You reduce the heat to low and let the cabbage rolls simmer for about 40 minutes, being sure to baste it with the liquid. Oh. Ooh, that looks tasty too. You cook cabbage rolls. That looks like the Vietnamese rolls I usually have when I go to meals. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Mariah looks optimistic. Karen looks skeptical. It's like, I want meat? Anatoly looks curious. Gregor looks thrilled. You watch intently as everyone takes the first bite. Oh, about to say. That's pretty darn good. Wow, I can eat the whole batch myself. I think the vegetable stew tasted better, but I'm loving how tender the cabbage is. The sauce is pretty red. Did you use fresh tomatoes for it? It really adds to it. Spoon some of the liquid on top of it. You'll thank me later. Incredible. It's definitely growing on me. This really was something special. Thanks again for cooking. Everyone leaves the dishes behind for you to do. Say, what? You leave me behind to do the dishes? Go do yourselves. Dishes can wait. Everyone goes to bed full and happy. You asleep instantly. I think they meant you go to sleep instantly, but okay. Tomorrow will be another great day. Day 2. Okay, everything looks fine so far, but I bet you something horrible will happen. Good morning, everyone. Again, Gregor. Can't you let us sleep in? Not today. Why? Storm clouds are coming. We need to find some food before it begins to downpour. Well, yeah, that's a good point. You need to go out while it's not raining. Gregor, you're overreacting. We have enough food to last us a while. Enough food? I thought we used most of the supplies for last night's dinner. He's right. The meal you made was delicious, but it used a lot of what we had. Oh. Gregor's also correct. Precipitation is unusually high in this area, with many areas being high risk for flooding. Yeah, you have to watch out for that. It'd be foolish to not go out and look for food today. You really think it would flood? Thankfully, the cabin's on high ground, but that doesn't mean we're safe from floodwaters. It's always a possibility, so it can't hurt to be prepared. You're losing it, Gregor. Karen? There's nothing to worry about. I think Gregor's right, Karen. Huh? It won't hurt to prepare for the worst. I think she's right, Karen. Failed to prepare, prepared to fail. Anatoly. Let's go out and prepare for the storm. Foraging should be a key priority today. There are plenty of edible foods and it has better odds of trying to hunt. Gonna drink some water real quick. Okay, give me a few minutes and I'll plot out a route on some paper. Let me help, little guy. I'm pretty sure I did say that right. Anatoly and Gregor head to the bedroom to consult the map. Mariah and Karen still hanging around. Tutorial. Unfortunately, you can't make everyone happy. When given a choice to speak to a character, choose wisely. You can only select one of them. Try to max out your bond with certain characters for unique dialogue and scenarios. Which one would you like to talk to? Let's see. Mariah or Karen? Let's talk to Mariah. Mariah is paging through some of the books on the bookshelf. You walk over to her. There are some great books here. Which one is your favorite? The romantic one, the crafting one, the scary one, the crafting one. Oh, me too! Metallurgy is so interesting. I'm curious about what alloy composition the cauldron is. I haven't seen one like that before. Anyway, great choice. You think Mariah will remember that? Yay! Your relationship is stronger. Well, me and Mariah are becoming buddies. Didn't know you were so smart. Let's talk again later, okay? You start to blush a little bit. You hear a cheer from the other room. Sounds like the two are wrapping up their meeting. Gregor and Anatoly come back from their meeting. Gregor's blushing slightly. Why? Hey, can you cook something while we're out? You nod. Thank you. Alright everyone, we have our route now. Let's beat those rain clouds. The group leaves, determined as ever. You have the cabin all to yourself. What the? What's that noise? Sounds like it's coming from the kitchen. Yeah, what is that noise? Huh? Radio? What's going on with that radio? You didn't even notice it on the ground when you walked in. Did somebody leave this radio here? It looks newer than anything you've seen before. Seems to be broken. Better hold on to this. You got the strange radio. Before you cook dinner, what should you check out? Inspect the kitchen, check out the bedroom, look around the bathroom, go into the basement. Let's see. Let's inspect the kitchen. You have nothing better to do, so you decide to talk to the Chompats.
Hello!
Good to see you again.
Onion!
Thought you abandoned us. Why are you trying to fool them? Go ahead and make those meals you enjoy so much. Raspberry. No thanks. That vegetable stew? Gross. You already stunk up the cabin last night. Spare us a repeat.
Carrot!
Onion? It almost smells bad as you, Stinky. Almost. Aren't you going to give them the recipe, Onion? I guess. Hey. Ever notice those 4 humans don't give you any recipes? You shrug. They're monsters. That's why you should spend more time with us.
Boy!
Right? Of course. I have the perfect recipe for you today. It would make the kitchen smell nice afterwards, and it would impress dinner guests. You received the borscht recipe. Don't burn down the cabin making it, okay? Ooh, 5-star chef. Cool. You nod. Don't be a stranger. Jump pads. Move out. You shut the drawer and wait for the others to return back. When they said, move out, it reminds me of Transformers or Beast Wars Transformers. With Optimus Prime. Mariah's back early today. Hey. The others are still looking for food outside. Anatoly found some more berries, but nothing that would feed all of us. Please don't tell the others. But I'm a little worried about our supplies. I crunched the numbers, and we don't have enough food, even with rationing, to last if we get stuck here. Mariah seems disappointed in your inventory management. Can you try cooking with a little less this evening? You nod. Thank you. You've done such a great job with meals so far. Why does she look like that? You're very sweet. Is Mariah blushing a little bit? Mariah will remember that. Oop. Your relationship is stronger. Maybe you could teach me to cook sometime? You nod. Looking forward to it. You can hold cooking classes here someday. Rudely interrupting a tender moment, the others burst into the cabin. It's like, why are you ruining this moment? Don't be so down, everyone. We got tons of good berries. Jam is so bland without any sugar, though. Exactly. Like, if I'm gonna have jam or something like that, I gotta have some kind of sugar with it. Do you have any? You shake your head, Sally. Yikes. Turn that frown upside down, Karen. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? I'm not smiling for you, Gregor. Eek! You missed out. The sunset was really tremendous on the way back. Hues of orange, red, even a little purple poking out. Purple? Red sky night, sailor's delight. Gonna drink some water real quick. Red sky and morning, sailors take warning. So we can expect the sailor's delight tomorrow? That's awesome. Big guy. We must have walked a few miles today. Beautiful area. You can even see snow on the tips of the mountains. That rumble sounded like a dying cow. You look from person to person, trying to determine who it was. It was definitely Mariah. Mariah? I recognize that sound from anywhere. Guilty. Mariah looks embarrassed, but the group laughs at her honesty. Except for you. Why? You search your mind for something to say, but all you can think of is an old widow. Those who have it do not want it. Those who have it least succeed. Those who have it for too long perish. What? When you feed it, it gets smaller. What am I? Dust? Try again, big guy. Everyone's pondering the answer. Mariah's face lights up. I got it. Is it hunger? Correct. That was my guess. So, what's on the menu tonight, Chef? Bread and jam. You crush the berries in your small mortar and pesto, spreading on some crusty bread. Oh. You cook raspberry jam and bread. That looks tasty, though. I do love jam on my bread, though, especially apple jam. I just love it. And sometimes I put honey on my bread. I like that, too. The bread's a little tough. Gregor, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. But this homemade jam is to die for. Sorry. Huh? No, you're right, Gregor. This bread stinks. Mariah! Everybody laughs. You're not sure this could be called a meal. Like, what is this? But it got the job done. Everyone thanks you for dinner and heads off to sleep. It's like, that's dinner. You go to bed wishing you had more. You have a strange dream. Something has been clinging to your back for days. You try to see it in the mirror, but you can't get a good look at it. It won't get off. The pain between your shoulder blades is getting worse by the hour. Gonna take a drink a bit. You wander away from the cabin, stumbling by a river to soak your back in cool water. It doesn't work. It cuts deeper into your back, causing the river to run red. You didn't want things to come to this, but you've exhausted all other options. You swim out to the middle. Rocks on the bottom cut your feet. You slip and fall backwards. You push yourself to the bottom, trying to submerge the creature shredding your back. But it won't drown. Oh. It won't drown. It won't drown. You splash frantically. Plunging your head beneath the water, you let the current take you downstream. You give up trying to swim to the shore. Water fills your mouth and nostrils. After a minute, you stop struggling against the waters. As you gaze up at the sky, you feel it leaving your back, drifting into the sky as you sink to the bottom. As you take your last gasp, you see what was on your back staring into your eyes. But you don't even have the air in your lungs to scream. Do wake in a cold sweat. What the heck? I didn't see that before. Day 3. Okay, that was creepy. I did not see that body before. That's new to me. Uh-oh. Wake up! Sorry, you were making strange noises in your sleep. What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up? It woke me up. Tried to fall back asleep, but it's so loud. Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and gets back to bed. Yeah, let me go back to sleep. Oh. Except for you. You can't fall back to sleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Karen's snoring is making the walls shake. Oh, God. You don't sleep and wake, opening your eyes when you hear Anatoly slamming the door. What? He sounds petrified. What happened? I looked out the door, and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters. Looks like sailors take warning was more appropriate for today. Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow? You're no optimist, Karen. Yeah? That's all Gregor has going for him. He's also good at choppy wood, though. Knock it off, you two. Mariah, do you think it'll clear up tomorrow? I give it a 27% chance. Based on what? I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels. Anatoly, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it earlier? Eh? Couldn't make it past the cover. Is that right? Yes. That bookshelf has some great books on artisan crafting and natural sciences. Why let them sit there gathering dust? How did you arrive at 27% chance of it clearing up tomorrow? It's easy. Take the time of year, multiply it by a factor of... Mariah begins to explain meteorology to you. It's like, oh God. She isn't dumbing any of this down. It's similar to where... So the first thing you need to understand... Minutes of explanation feel like hours. Yes, it's like, oh God. You look over at Anatoly. He's listening intently to Mariah. So intently he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up. Drying up? A tear rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Mariah finally wraps up her lecture, ending with a bow. Nobody claps. Tough crowd, said Cloud. But Mariah, that was awe-inspiring. You lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay. I didn't understand a word of it. Yeah. Anatoly turns to you. There's no telling how long this will last. We can't leave the cabin until these floodwaters stop. I know our food situation's a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions. I believe in you. Me too. It looks like we have enough leftover berries for more bread and raspberry jam. I'll pass on the jam. Just give me more crusty bread. Everyone laughs. Not for long. Except for you. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out to the kitchen while everyone's still talking. You get out some crusty bread and get to work making some more jam. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check in on the Chompats.
Hello!
Don't worry, as leader of the Chompats, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us.
Onion!
There must be a reason for that. That big guy would try eating me like an apple, so definitely don't tell them about us. Are your plans going awry? Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No? Her business is now toast. That was a little stale. Do you know how raspberry milk were introduced? You tell her no.
Raspberry!
Raspberry milkshake. You let out audible groan. It's like, oh God, the joke's here. Did cornbread teach you that one? Nope, wasted an entire day on it. Potato's like, I don't want to deal with this. It was well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Maybe you'll win the annual Chompat comedy competition this year?
Raspberry!
Of course.
Onion!
Not while I'm here. I won't choke on stage this year. Isn't that every year, Bread? What does that mean? We still talk about that closing joke, Bread. You're going to do great this year.
Cabbage.
Anyways, don't even think of eating us if you're hungry. Chompats stick together through thick and thin.
Raspberry!
Rain or shine. Feast and famine. Potato, I swear to God, repeat the line or we'll lock you up again. Life or death. That's right. Chompats, move out. Yeah, there's something about Potato that is so mysterious. Like, it's like Potato knows something's up here. Let's see, save the game. Gotta make sure I save this game. Or else, I'm gonna lose all the data with it. The chomp pads somehow managed to close the drawer on themselves. You bring the crusty bread and jam into the living room. Karen stops you as you bring in the food. Took you long enough. Karen looks at the 2 slices of bread left and the mason jar of raspberry jam. There's a mold on these last 2 slices of bread. Well, we kind of have no choice. That's all we have. Karen is right. What the heck is the matter with you? You grip the knife tightly in your hand. Uh-oh. You think this is enough for 5 of us? Wait, we can't throw this bread away. It's all we have left. Gregor's right. Anatoly, will mold spores give us food poisoning? No scientist. Sorry. Let's pick off as much mold as we can. We can't leave the flood water, so this will have to last us another day. Everyone grimly nods, ripping the bread apart like a pack of wolves. Gregor eats the biggest chunks of mold. Disgusting. Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than what we had in Ukraine. Plenty of rainwater outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration. But until the storm is over, we shouldn't leave the cabin. Should clear if we just give it some time. Anatoly, what makes you think that? One of the books had weather reports. You're illiterate, so that's a lie. Karen, I've seen him reading. Who reads upside down? What do you think? Karen is correct. Anatoly can read. You know, I want to make friends with everybody, so I'm just going to say, yeah, Anatoly can read. Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to be nice. You must be going blind then. Yeah. Thanks. I don't know why Karen would make up something like that about me. You aren't fooling anyone, Anatoly. Karen has stormed off. Thanks for backing me up. Your relationship is stronger. I might as well develop a relationship with everybody as much as I can. Good to have someone so positive around. Anatoly looks relieved. You think he'll remember that? I guess let's call it a day. Yeah, sure. Everyone shuffles off to their sleeping areas. 10 minutes later. Okay. So we're going to save. And I'm going to go on break real quick, so I'll be right back, you guys. Alright, I'm back, you guys. So you guys were probably wondering about, like, what that sound was, or what those creepy sounds were. I forgot when you, hey. So I forgot when you, like, let the game sit for a very long period of time, then it makes these, like, creepy sounds that pop up. So yeah, I kind of leave it on whenever I go off to give this stream, like, a creepier factor. So I do like the fact that those creepy sounds play when I go off. It just gives the stream, like, a creepier vibe to it. So yeah, that's where those sounds came from. It's just came from this game. And it happens when you take a break or something like that. Okay, anyway, Karen likes to find somebody's weakness and use it against them when she's frustrated. Just wanted to thank you for backing me up earlier. You're very sweet to do that. Anatoly looks at you with admiration. Heh. See you tomorrow. Anatoly looks like he's blushing as he walks away. You're definitely sure Anatoly will remember that? Ooh. Your relationship is stronger. You go to bed very hungry. No. Day 4. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up. And that's how fast a deer could run if startled. Whoa. Incredible. Impressive. Huh. Even Karen's happy. I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal. No! It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history. That doesn't make us feel any better, Anatoly. What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly. They're blaming you, because you're the one who was cooking. Anatoly leaves, mumbling to himself. So passive-aggressive of him. Everyone moves to a separate area. Karen in the bedroom, Gregor in the living room, Mariah in the kitchen, and Anatoly in the bathroom. Who do you want to speak to? Speak with Karen, chat with Gregor, talk with Mariah, converse with Anatoly. I guess we could talk to Anatoly. Yeah. See how he feels about the whole thing. Eek! I'm done using the bathroom. Sorry, must have been daydreaming. Anatoly looks at you oddly. Do you ever have that problem? You bet. Of course that's childish. Only about rivers of blood, wells filled with entrails and villagers flayed. Okay, we're not going with the last one, no. You bet. Of course. Good way to cure boredom. And what do you daydream about? Cooking? You nod. Yeah, I thought so. I could tell that you have a history with cooking. So, you could tell Anatoly is struggling with small talk. What's the best thing you have ever cooked? A feast fit for a queen? That vegetable stew from earlier? Children. Oh, Lord. Okay. These like, suggestions are getting creepier. But, that vegetable stew from earlier would go with that. Really? Are you being sarcastic? That vegetable stew wasn't very good, sorry. Maybe Anatoly's right. That vegetable stew was pretty bad. Anyways, I'll get out of your way. That could have ended more awkwardly. Maybe cornering people in the bathroom is a bad idea? No, you think? You head back to the others. Everyone looks pretty down this evening. It won't stop. You're all doing great, just a little longer. I'm so hungry. Me too. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. like, no. Your stomach is growling more. You have a strange dream. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray, but he keeps screaming at you, calling you names. So you show him how it's done. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. A smile crawls across his face. His anger turns to courage. And he pushes you into the oven. As the stench of burning hair fills your lungs, you see him sneering back at you. You wake in a cold sweat. Day 5. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. The rain is still pouring outside. You could barely make out the trees from the windows. Oh. You hear Mariah getting up. She looks petrified. I couldn't sleep. Anatoly has bags under his eyes. The storm is too loud. Ooh. Karen looks out of it. The cabin was creaking so much last night. It sounded alive. Gregor looks a little gaunt. I got a good look out the window. And all I saw was rain. Great observation, Gregor. I was so hungry last night. Kept pacing around the bedroom. Karen turns to you. When is this going to end? I checked outside the door again. Floodwaters keep rising. Unfortunately, we're going to need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater. Nah. Once the weather improves, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies. Ooh, I gotta save. Yeah, but it's not a good idea to, play this game and not save. Keep that. Gonna drink some water real quick. Alright. How close is the nearest town? I don't know. Didn't you have a map on you? I think I dropped it while we were running out to Gregor. I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Mariah and Anatoly go white as a sheet. How are we going to find our way back now? Well, have to ride out the storm. Mariah looks at you. We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can put off eating. The group stares at you. It will clear up in no time. What if it doesn't? Maybe you're right. The group looks worried. They all gravitate to different areas. Gregor's fake optimist is worried, and Mariah's having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with today? Converse with Gregor or speak with Mariah? We'll speak with Mariah since I'm already being friendly with her. Brr. It's cold as heck over here. I'm surprised Gregor isn't freezing to death at night. How does he do it? You explain to Mariah how the size of a person and fat content contributes to the temperature. Wait, really? Is that possible? Okay. Yeah. Wish I was as big as Gregor. But to be honest, I'm happy with brains over brawn. Do you know what he wanted to do for a career? What he wanted? Mariah does her best Gregor impression. Cut trees and sleep under the stars. How boring is that? Depends on the person, but pretty boring. You're so funny. Thanks for coming in and chatting with me. Mariah blushes a little. You make it easier to pass the time. Thank you. You're pretty sure Mariah will remember that. Nope. Your relationship is stronger. Yay. Got 3 hearts. You think Mariah and get the others. Can't read today. Oh. You call everyone together. They all look nervous. You could cut the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone's staring at you. They're expecting that last piece of bread for dinner. You bring it out. Everyone cannot take their eyes off it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch. And slowly all 5 of you tear it apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully. Wondering how long it will last. Karen is the first to eat hers, chewing each bite a few hundred times before swallowing. Anatoly chews it cautiously, slowly swallowing as he looks at the others. Mariah nibbles on it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person. And Gregor just pops it in his mouth like a cherry. They're starving. He inhaled it. I know how hard it is. The group thanks you awkwardly. It's not much, but you've run out of options. You wish everyone good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed starving. Day 6. Oh God, it's still rainy. Good morning. Good morning. Let me check if the rain has stopped. No, it hasn't. It's still flooding. No. They're like, oh no. What are we going to do? Humans can live about 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern. Rainfall should end in a day or 2, right? Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year here. But do you really think it will rain that long? Anatoly, it's been days already. What makes you think it would stop soon? Relax, everyone. Let's see how long we can write this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow. Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared. But you need to survive. Karen and Gregor begin to discuss next options. Do you want to speak to Mariah in the kitchen? Or Anatoly in the living room? Think instead about everything you've done wrong and how you doom everyone. Oh, well, that's a bad way to look at things. Speak with Mariah. Talk with Anatoly. Let's speak with Mariah. Hey. Mariah looks relieved to see you. I didn't even say anything. How are you holding up? Not very good. Better question, how are you holding up? Better question, how are you holding up? Not very good. That's very sweet of you to ask. Mariah's looking at you intently. What? She gets a little closer to you. What? What did I do? I know she didn't use any meat when cooking. Usually I have to pick it out of the foods the others make. But you respected that. Thank you. Mariah's looking at you with admiration. I don't know, if she doesn't like meat, then I can you could always like make a separate plate for her that doesn't have meat. So that'd be great. I need to speak with Gregor for a minute, but thanks again. You're definitely sure Mariah will remember that. Nope. Your relationship is stronger. Yay! We got 5 stars from Mariah. Or hearts from Mariah. You decide to check out the drawer again. Oh boy. See, there's something creepy about Potato. Let's see what Potato's gonna say. You ask Potato where the others are. They'll be back. They wanted to explore the labyrinth of tunnels around the cabin. Surely you've seen the mouse holes, right? They connect all over the cabin. Must have been some mouse that created them. Or something worse. Anyways, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Things are going to get worse from here on out. You have a feeling Potato's telling the truth. You realize some drool's leaking out of your mouth. Disgusting. Don't even try to eat me. You just get deathly sick of you if you tried. And from the look of you, you need to retain all the water you can. From rationing to cooking, you failed every common sense measure for basic survival this week. You knew something like this would happen, right? Never mind. With floodwaters rising and no food now, I think it'd be a great time to go over the fundamentals of starvation with you. When experiencing starvation, there are 4 factors that will determine if you live or die. Age, height, weight, and your degree of activity or inactivity. You've been especially lazy, so I think you'll survive a little longer than the others. The Harris-Benedict equation can help you figure out how many calories you need to simply maintain your current weight. The equation produces a number called the basal metabolic, or BMR. Stay with me here. BMR equals 65 plus 4.35 times weight in pounds plus 4.7 times height in inches minus 4.7 times age in years. Got it? For fun, let's try it out on someone here, Mariah. Using Harris-Benedict, she looks like she's 120 pounds, about 5 feet 5 inches tall, about 20 years old. Crunchy the numbers. I think she need about 1,388 calories daily. But that's being abnormally stationary. She have to lay in bed all day and night just eating, breathing, and using her brain. Not very common when you're starving to death. People tend to get up more. If she was being very active, let's say swimming through floodwaters, we need to multiply that 1,388 calories by 1.9. So now she needs 2,638 calories per day. That's quite the difference, especially if you didn't ration the food properly, which you didn't. I guess that wraps up our first survival lesson. Hopefully we'll never have to speak again. Okay? You shut the drawer, going over the numbers again. Well, that was creepy. Yeah, I knew something was creepy about Potato. That just pretty much confirms it. Okay, so we saved the game. I don't think any of us can take this much longer. Gregor's voice starts to crack. I don't want to ask this, but it's time. Time for what? One of us needs to go outside and search for food. Everyone is silent. I'll go. Mariah! I used to swim all the time near my house. I probably have the best chance of swimming through the floodwaters. No! Let me go instead. You won't get very far if anything happened to your glasses, Anatoly. You're blind as a mole rat, remember? That's true, but... Little guy, let me go. Gregor, Sounds good to me. Karen! His arms are the longest. He's probably the best at climbing. No, that wouldn't be right. Gregor, let me go instead. I get that none of these options are good ones, but we need to find food or help. Gregor grabs a branch from the woodpile. He cuts it to different measurements. Since we can't come to a consensus, let's draw for it. We'll each pick one. And the shortest will go outside to search for food. Ooh. You're not worried about drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch lengths. You pick the biggest. You watch the others intently. Will it be Gregor? Anatoly? Karen? Will it be Oh. Looks like I've got the shortest. Well, that sucks. Mariah. It's okay. I watched Anatoly forage earlier, so I'll know what to look out for. Just swim until you find the higher ground, then scout the area. Maybe you'll find fish out there. Everyone looks heartbroken. Karen, Anatoly, Gregor, I'll keep us alive. I promise. She promised. Everyone watches as Mariah leaves the cabin. The silence is deafening. Goodbye. Well, that sucks. Why did it have to be Mariah? The door shuts behind her. You can faintly hear her yell about how cold the water is. And then silence. Mariah's left the cabin. I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up waiting and waiting. The sun has completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off the bed. You have a strange dream. The two women in front of you could be twins. One of them you recognize, the other is a cabin guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel. And then you try pushing it into the oven. Her legs are so strong you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretch out your legs until your toes are almost sticking in the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulders, and both of them push you in. The familiar smell of smoke and burning hair causes you to throw up on the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal door off the oven, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase the two through the woods. One of them looks behind her, eyes widening when she sees you. She's terrified. You've never been this angry in your entire life. You're gaining on them. They can't run forever. As you trample through a field of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch the glint of it in the sun, golden. As if by magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall downward, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Your eyes sizzle from the heat. That's pretty scary. Hellfire fills your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You wake in a cold sweat. Good morning. No. Do you think she made it to the high ground? I believe in Mariah. Me too. She'll be fine. Right, little guy? So what do we do now? Just wait? Karen. How long? It's been almost a day since she left. Anatoly and Gregor look nervous. Someone needs to go look for her. We need to wait, Karen. Wait for what? The nearest town is miles and miles away. Waiting is all we could do for now. So it could be days before she gets back? What are we supposed to eat? Mice? You know what? I have a dead mouse. Actually, I have a dead mouse in the inventory. Guess I could give it to her. If she wants it. Anyway. Karen. I'm sure Anatoly will agree, but we'll discuss next options when we get to it. I never should have eaten that much. I'm... Karen's hands are involuntarily shaking. Gregor and Anatoly just nod in agreement. They don't even need her to elaborate. You sure Mariah would make it back? She promised. Everyone retreats to a corner. What do you want to do today? Speak with Anatoly in the kitchen, talk with Karen in the bedroom, chat with Gregor in the living room. Well, since I started to be a little friendly with Anatoly, let's talk to Anatoly. Hey, the kitchen definitely doesn't feel the same without Mariah. Her laugh, her smile. I never got to tell her how I felt about her. Oh, you had a crush on her? She'll be back, right? You nod. Yeah. I wish we had rationed better. You decided to distract Anatoly with an old story. There was once a villager who had to stock up supplies for the winter. He filled his house with a cow, a sack of grains from the field, and 92 buckets of water, mostly for the cow. He ran out of room quickly. Where are you hearing these riddles? One day the villager grew sick. He knew he needed the life-giving milk from the cow to survive the winter. But when he attempted to milk the cow, his grip was too weak to grasp her udders. In desperation, he began to boil the grains. The cow cried out for food, but the villager could only afford to feed himself. Each night, the cries of the cow kept him awake. Until one day he finally ran out of food. The villager crawled to bed for the last time, sobby as the snow deepened outside. The cow's sad eyes stared back at him. He wanted to comfort the cow, but the buckets blocked his path. He was too weak, too sick. The final noise he heard was the cow still crying out for food. One haunting note to end his life. Day. That's dark. Anatoly looks horrified with your story. I am too. That's pretty dark. The Chompettes can wait. You leave Anatoly to his thoughts. It's like you just can't not connect with Anatoly at all. Like you say something stupid to him. I can't stop thinking about that vegetable stew. I'd be fine with the bread and jam. I'd be fine with just the strawberries. Nobody else laughs. I would kill for some vegetables right about now. You would too. I'm going to try to get some sleep. Good night. Night. You fall asleep quickly, but you only dream about desecrating a corpse. You wake in a cold sweat, in a completely different room. Huh. Day 8? Yeah, that so reminds me of Pumpkin Eater. Good morning. Karen's looking worse. Will you cook for the group today? Sure. You take out a cutlet of meat and begin to cook it in the oven. What does it say? You cooked meat. Why is that so like in small letters? What's going on there? Ooh. Where did you get that? You ignore Karen's question. What's that smell? Gregor finally gets off the couch. Where did you? The three are looking at you, salivating. You take the charred meat out of the oven, cutting it into small cutlets. They immediately grab some off the plate, cheering ferociously. You take a piece and immediately devour it. Do you have any more of this? You explain how the meat is stored securely, hidden, so you can ration better this time. So wait. So we send Mariah out there for nothing? You know, well, I mean, I know Mariah can't eat meat, but still, you know. You pretty much send her out there for no reason. I understand. Thank you. Anatoly runs to the bathroom, puking in the toilet. You can hear him sobbing for a few minutes. Wait, why is he throwing up? This taste is... Gregor wanders off. Anatoly returns looking choked up. Wait, what kind of meat is it? I was too weak. Left you some. Don't fight this, Anatoly. Anatoly takes a piece from the plate, turning his back to the group as he eats it. You can hear him crying. Finally, my focus is coming back. Going to read some of those books. Keep them occupied, okay? Karen leaves you with the men. Who do you want to talk to? Speak with Anatoly in the bathroom, talk with Gregor in the bedroom. Let's talk with Anatoly. You knock on the door first. Anatoly? You slowly open it. Thanks for checking in on me. You ask if he still feels sick. Not anymore. Please don't tell me where the meat came from. The less known, the better. What kind of meat is it? You nod. Thank you. You're sure Anatoly will remember that? Okay, there we go. Your relationship is stronger. You leave Anatoly to go tidy up some parts of the kitchen. Hours passed. The meal gave everyone the perseverance to keep going. Except, what kind of meat is it? I wonder. I have a feeling we don't want to know. They can never be satiated now. We waited long enough. What's for dinner? You calmly explain that you want to ration the meat better this time. No dinner. Fine. I understand. I can wait. No arguments? Perfect. Everyone decides to call it an early night. You fall asleep instantly. Something's not right here. You have a strange dream. You're having dinner with a blacksmith, but he's not touching his food. The only light in the room comes from the oven. He clears his throat, stroking his beard. I can forge anything, he says. Your eye has been giving you issues lately, so you reply, forge me a new eye then. You laugh. But then the ropes come out. He ties you to your chair with a long rope to prevent you from moving. You rip the rope apart without even trying, so the blacksmith uses a thicker one. No turning back now. The blacksmith takes a hot poker out of the coals. It makes his eyes glow as he scowls at you. He slowly brings back the poker, aiming carefully for your eye, before plunging it through your skull with a sickening crunch. The force of the blow throws you backwards a few feet. You're unable to break the ropes. The blacksmith stands over you, spitting on your body as he raises the poker again. You wake in a cold sweat. So I guess what we're seeing is like the dreams he has with those images. Day 9. You wake up to see Gregor looking out the window. He turns to you, not smiling. I guess not. Not with how bad the situation's getting. Take a look out the window. Do you notice anything? Oh boy. What language is that? The floodwaters have receded a little bit, but everyone is still bound to the cabin. The trail used to be completely visible. It's gone now. Good morning, big guy. Where's Mariah? This might sound a little crazy, but every night around 2 a.m., I can hear her outside. She makes this awful gurgling noise, like she's trying to get water out of her lungs. Have you heard her, Gregor? Sometimes when the rain gets faint, I think I can hear her whispering. I haven't heard anything like that. When she's whispering, it's like she's trying to tell you something. Right? Yes. I sometimes hear her crying through the radio, but that's just a broadcast. Right. I think we should have another piece of meat for breakfast. Wow. This gets creepy real fast. It's what she would have wanted. What's gotten into you, Anatoly? Anatoly looks at you, begging. Bring us another slab. Jeez, their face got so creepy. Please. He clearly doesn't have the stomach for it. I can't get the taste out of my mouth. Help me. Huh. Anatoly. Gregor looks hurt by Anatoly's words. I think he's right. Please bring us more of that meat. You grab some of the meat from your secret hiding place. You cut it into squares, adding it to some boiling cauldron water. It would taste bland without any seasoning, but you need to serve it quickly. Smells good. What's taking so long? Boil it faster. It looks almost done. Patience. It's finally finished. You serve the meat in bowls. See, where did the meat come from? That's what I'm wondering. Gregor drinks the broth first before swallowing the chunks whole. Anatoly creates ripples in the broth with his finger. He isn't eating. I'm sorry about earlier, everyone. I don't know what overtook me. Mariah. Anatoly begins to weep. You look over at Karen. You didn't notice her eating. There's just an empty bowl now. Well, she ate it up very quickly. Karen is staring right at you. How much more meat is left? You explain how most of it has gone bad. Wait, what? This is the last of it. Gah! How could you be so careless again? Wait, let me save this. Save game. Yes. Okay. Back to the game. You remember Karen's knife. You need to think fast. Wait. What the heck are we supposed to do now? Wait around again? This storm isn't ending. You clear your throat. Anatoly? Yes? I think tomorrow you should look for Mariah. I think you should go tomorrow, little guy. Nobody else can identify edible plants. Please, Anatoly. You can swim back after looking. Gregor's right, Anatoly. Oh, God. Maybe you'll find Mariah out there. You're right. Mariah's still out there. He still hasn't accepted what happened yet. She doesn't need anyone's help. But we need your help, Anatoly. Yeah, that scared me a bit. That's right, Anatoly. Please help us. Let me sleep on it. Okay? No problem, little guy. I don't trust Karen. Everyone shuffles off to their rooms, reading books and knitting to pass the time. You go to bed ravenous. Huh. Mariah. Something is approaching. What? Oh. Don't be a crybaby, it's just me. Onion. Not going to be very sweet today. I'm worried about Anatoly. He's going to cave to peer pressure. Can you stop him from leaving the cabin? You don't answer, Onion. Please? Don't you trust my advice? You shake your head. Got a fun factoid for you. Did you know that leaving out an unpeeled onion in your room absorbs bacteria? Really? It will help prevent colds and ward off viruses. Really?
Onion!
That was a lie. Oh, I was about to say, oh my god. How could bacteria cure viruses? People actually believed it in the 1500s? How embarrassing. Who would believe that? There even was a doctor in 1919 who tricked people into thinking it was true. Anyways, you know what smells worse than a raw onion left in the room? You. It's been a while since your last bath, right? You can't remember. Could smell you before I even came into the room.
Onion!
Yikes. So, can you stop Anatoly from leaving? I know he has cabin fever, but this is ridiculous. Anatoly can make his own decisions. Wait, what? Please? Why are we being so mean? We don't need another one stalking the hallways. Wait, what? Tapping on the windows. Crying through the radio. You have the sudden urge to scream. Why do you think I've been using the mouse holes to get around?
Onion!
Scared to death that I'll run into her. Wait, run into who? Don't make me tattle to Cabbage about you. She can be as mean as Potato if you get on her bad side. As mean as Potato?
Onion!
Just kidding, she's great. Anyways, when the time comes, just tell Anatoly you care about him and don't want him to leave. Even if it's only for me, okay? You can trust me. Now, if you excuse me, I need to work on some new ice skates. They're for the frying pan tomorrow. Nothing beats sliding around butter.
Onion!
Later. Okay, something is off about these chompettes. You completely forget the conversation with Onion. You fall asleep again, still ravenous. Day 10. It's 10 days since they barely had food. You have a strange dream, and where did that meat come from? A fox is collecting payment from you. You despise him, so you put 2 dogs at the bottom of a sack, then add 6 chickens on top. The fox smiles at you and leaves. At some point in this journey, the fox will eventually open the sack, and the dogs tear the fox in half. Filled with such loathing for the fox, you gave him the only things you had for food. A storm rages outside. A storm? What's that? As the snow piles up, you begin to eat whatever you can find. Pillowcases, candles, leather. One day you wake up and you have nothing left to eat. Absolutely nothing. A few days later, you go mad and leave the cabin, completely ravenous. Trees begin to look like charred meat. You take a cut out of one, tearing your gums apart by the splinters. Your mouth fills quickly with blood as you wade through the snow. Days later, a deer gallops by. The first creature in the woods to see your corpse. You wake in a cold sweat. Huh. No scary image this time? Interesting. Something smells terrible in the living room. Wait, what's that? Someone puke in the corner. What? You wipe it up with a rag to save them the embarrassment. Good morning. Good morning, little guy. Well, Anatoly, what's your decision? I barely slept last night. I could hear her whispers coming from the basement. She kept telling me to go outside. We don't want to rush you. But one of us puked last night. Really? Anatoly, my patience is very thin. You have 1 hour to make a decision. Why so quickly? Because I'm not waiting any longer. Dang. You can see the glint of Karen's knife under her dress. Best to watch out for that knife. I tell you, I don't trust Karen. The group disperses. Tensions seem to be rising. You have 1 hour to kill. What do you want to do? Talk with the Chompats, converse to Karen in the bedroom, chat with Anatoly near the basement, speak with Gregor in the living room. Let's chat with Anatoly. See what he has to say. Oh, that basement looks creepy. Anatoly looks pale. Thanks for coming over. Anatoly seems comforted by your presence. Well, our relationship is stronger. I mean, even at the worst times. Have you checked out the basement door closely? No. Every so often, I can see her peeking out at me through the holes. I really don't want to go out, but I don't want her tormenting me anymore. You know what's down there, don't you? No, not really. Wow, you aren't fooling anyone. Please get away from me. You oblige. It looks like Anatoly remembered that. You call everyone together for a meeting. I mean, I seriously don't know what's there. Anatoly, you okay, little guy? Anatoly looks pale, like he's going to pass out. Anatoly, have you made a decision? Yes. I'll help you all out. I promise. Thank you, Anatoly. Big tears rolled down Gregor's cheeks. I'll miss you, big guy. I'll miss you, little guy. Thank you, Anatoly. I know this wasn't easy, but it's for the best. There goes Anatoly. Karen. Yes. Gregor looks at you expectantly. Did you want to say anything to Anatoly? You say nothing. Meanie. Goodbye, Anatoly. Goodbye, everyone. Good luck, little guy. Anatoly has left the cabin. Two left. See you soon, little guy. I guess all we could do now is wait. Good night. Carrie goes to the bedroom to sleep. I didn't tell him the truth. The truth about what? Gregor's getting choked up. I didn't tell him. Missing him already. The truth about what? Gregor curls up on the couch for the night, turning his back to you. You shut your eyes, quickly falling asleep. Huh? You hear a scraping on the floor. What? What's that? Found you. You explain how this isn't a good time right now. This is no laughing matter. I'm worried about Gregor. He's as tall as a tree, but as dumb as a brick. What's the root of that? Another cornbread classic. You're being very unpopular right now. That's a tree reference, get it? Anyways, you need to protect Gregor from the red-haired woman. Oh god, I knew I couldn't care. We couldn't trust Karen. There's just something about her that doesn't seem right. Cabbage called emergency Chompette Meania told me to give you this mission. Protect Gregor at all costs. Understood? Yeah. You nod. It's the yeast you could do, right? You tell Brad that pun didn't make sense. On the road today, I'll see you around. Brad hops away, pushing himself through a mouse hole with a small pop. You fall asleep thinking about what Brad told you. You have a strange dream. It's lying on the table in front of you. You take off the glasses first, partially cracked, and set them down next to the workbench. After working the saw, you wrap the cuts in old newspaper. Some of it gets soggy immediately, so you decide to dry the cuts with a towel before wrapping. Much better. You hear something approaching. You clench a fist and get ready to strike whatever's coming for you. You wake in a cold sweat. Day 11. Alright. Day. Okay. And this is where we stop for today, guys. Okay, so that's gonna be it for tonight. I kind of wanted to have a place to stop with this game, so we could get to the really interesting part in the next game. So yeah, I decided to stop the game right there just for the sake of the tension and stuff like that. But yeah, this game is really getting exciting. It's really scary though, so yeah, I didn't expect this game to be as creepy as it is, but I'm really loving it, and I hope to play some more of this game another time. There's still a lot more going on with this game, and I can't wait to unlock everything that's going on with this game. But tomorrow it's Stardew Valley Friday, so of course I'll be playing some Stardew Valley. I decided every Friday I'm going to be playing Stardew Valley, so please come by at 7 p.m. tomorrow as I play some Stardew Valley. But yeah, glad that I was able to play Cookie Companions once again. This is such a really interesting and creepy game, and I really love it so far. So yeah, I can't wait to play this game again. But join me tomorrow at 7 p.m. as I play some Stardew Valley, as we play Stardew Valley every Fridays. So until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye!